You're watching Chillyboy Productions. I'm Larry Chillyboy Chillson, and this is my review for The Order. Now, before we get into this review, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. The Order is a 2024 based on true events crime thriller. Directed by Justin Kurzel, the film tells the story of bank robberies and car thefts that terrorized the Pacific Northwest. An FBI agent suspects that domestic terrorists, not ordinary criminals, are behind the attacks and must dive headfirst into the dangerous investigation. The film stars Jude Law, Sheridan, Jurnee Smollett, and Nicholas Hoult. So The Order played as the red carpet centerpiece of the 2024 Denver Film Festival, screening at the festival before the film's December 6th theatrical release. So I have been highly anticipating this film, knowing that it was based on a true story, the subject matter of white supremacy feeling very relevant to today's world, and an all-star cast that stars some of my favorite actors. Yeah, what was not to be excited for? And thankfully, The Order lived up to the hype and expectation. I thought this was a very good film. So let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. Well, let's kick things off with that all-star cast that is assembled here because they are amazing. Jude Law in this leading role is fantastic. May right up there as one of his best films of a storied career. He is so good in this film. A really restrained performance that oozes emotion and depth. It is fantastic work from Law. Then we have Nicholas Hoult, who is forever the chameleon, and he showcases his talent to full display once more as this skeezy white supremacist. And he's fantastic in the role. Honestly, Nicholas Hoult continues to be one of the best young actors working that doesn't get the credit he deserves because he's amazing always. And The Order should put people on notice to Nicholas Holt's Order, okay? Then we have Jurnee Smollett, who is also always fantastic in literally everything she stars in. And once again, she's great. Sheridan doesn't necessarily get many opportunities to shine in big projects like this that take him seriously. And he shines when given the opportunity because he's also great. Everyone, no matter how minor the role is, really delivers in the acting department. I also thought the screenplay was very strong with this film. The way that it parallels today's world is very strong, all leading up to a nice little factoid at the end that directly relates these events from the 80s to, well, modern day. But the way they weave it into the fabric of the script itself is really strong. The direction is also lovely. I think it is well executed in most aspects. I will talk about, obviously, a couple things I don't think are handled so well. But from a cinematography, a look standpoint, I think it is well executed. Plus, the music is really great. I think the original score was very strong, and I was fully enthralled in this story. It builds momentum until you have this amazing third act. It ends on the strong note here, just continuing to amp up the tension and gain momentum to this really emotional, impactful finale. So then, what doesn't work so well when it comes to The Order? Well, I just talked about that momentum building, but I do think the first act is a bit weak. And the main problem there is just kind of a storytelling structure issue. It feels like we just kind of get dropped in to this whole scenario, to this whole situation. It takes us far too long to really learn about the characters, learn even about the setting of what we're dealing with here, what's going on, so that the film takes a while to close that gap that is inherently between us and the film itself, the characters, the situation. And once we catch up and once we are connected and we understand these people, we understand everything that's happening and the full gravity of the situation, then it really picks up and kicks off and gives us that amazing third act. But I think it takes a bit too long in the opening to get there. I also found the editing to be quite sloppy, not as tight as it needed to be, particularly for a crime thriller that's telling a story like this. Ugh, a nice tight edit would have really made this sing off the screen, would have really sold this through the screen. As it is, actually, a couple of times I was like jarred by some of the edits or the lingers. So when the editing jumps out at me for negative reasons, yeah, I know it's not great. And I think overall, circling back to the pacing of it, it comes down to a little bit of a disadvantage with the story structure. We're following a case, a mystery for these FBI agents and police officers that is told to us immediately. There's no mystery for us, the audience, at all. We're just waiting for the two stories to converge and for the FBI agents to catch up to us. So I think that also really hinders the momentum of that first act because the mystery half of our story is already solved and we're just waiting for them to get on our level, if you will. But overall, I had a great time with The Order. These performances alone are worth seeing the film. They're so fantastic. I think they will hit you emotionally with the direct parallels to today's society, which was obviously very purposeful, as well as educate on something that happened in our history not that long ago, all in an entertaining and impactful film. That third act was something special for me. So if you have the opportunity, definitely check out The Order once it hits theaters on December 6th. So that was my review for The Order. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see The Order? Let me know all of your thoughts either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.